are all leaders in your own way. Only thing we miss is a spark of self-belief, a spark of self-confidence, a spark of understanding that you have the potential inside you and there is nobody to come and say, hey, you're amazing. What if I say you are nothing? Don't agree. And that rejection is where my story starts. With your permission, may I?
Yes.
Yeah, I know, because it's me who to share, right? How sweet of you. Now when I say, should you? And they're like, It all started with a rejection when I wanted to play football. And the sweet rejection was, people like you can't play football. And what came into my mind was to give up. I was ignored. And then it took me some time to understand common sense. Just like Buddha gets enlightened under a tree, my enlightenment happened in the middle of the night and on my bed. Should I tell you what was that enlightenment called? Common sense. Which I never read in any book. Which nobody spoke. And that common sense was, football is played by legs. Agree?
Yes.
Agree?
Yes.
But it took me time. Because every rejection leads to depression. But then during the journey of rejection till depression, if you understand why are you rejected, then you will start accepting yourself. And in the journey, I accepted myself that I cannot change the way we took birth. Can you?
No.
Of course you can if you have money and plastic surgeries. But the nature inside you cannot be changed surgically. It's still the same, right? Am I right?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Yes.
Now that's where I decided, I have to play. And then my simple question was, football is played by legs and if the ball hits the hand, it's called foul. So having me in the team saves you so many fouls. Agree?
Yes.
You laughed because you liked the way I spoke. But not every coach would like it. And I was sick. चल दिखा तेरी औकात. मैंने बोला वही तो. I'm waiting for this word when people say prove yourself, because it is in tons inside me to prove that the physical ability is just will perish one day. In one culture into fire and ash, in another culture as bones, but the physical attribute will perish one day. What remains inside the people's heart is how you made them live when you are alive. And that's where I started playing football. For 10 minutes, I didn't fall, I scored, and then after 1 week, I was made captain of the team. Rejection. Rejection leading to acceptance, acceptance leading to self-belief, self-belief leading to understanding the abilities I have inside, and understanding the ability gave me the confidence to prove the world that I can do. Not for you, but for myself. Because I exist just like you. Second rejection. Can somebody share quickly in a word or two? How do you feel when you are rejected? Yes, sir. Yeah, please. You have to walk a bit. Otherwise, I have to jump a bit. If I jump, people can't see my height.
One day I was also rejected. And on that day I cried. I cried a lot.
Why?
Because I was very much sensitive from inside.
Why did you show your sensitivity to people outside?
No, I didn't showed my sensitivity to outside.
Exactly, why?
I didn't show them.
But they understood it.
They understood it.
How?
They understood it because of my behavior.
So what has to be changed?
My behavior has to be changed.
So that?
so that I changed myself.
Hence proved, you are science students. All the science students, you believe in hence proved theorems? LHS is equal to RHS. Hence proved?
Yes.
Ki I give permission for people to hurt me.
Of course, yes.
Without my consent, nobody can enter my mind or heart and play with my emotions. Hence proved? Yes?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Now the whole logic of today's event, Mr. Vivekanand. I call him Vivek because he's my best friend. Not the real Vivek, I'm talking about Sri Vivekanand, who actually called as Narendra Datta. And when they have misprinted my name as Raghu Datta, I was very happy. Generally, I'm never happy if somebody misspells my word. It's Dutt. When I saw it's Datta, I said, wow, Raghu Datta on Narendra Datta's birthday. Kuch to baat hai. That is the positivity, I guess, no? Taking things easy. And then my friends asked me, ek jahan likhte Raghu Datta, ek jahan likhte Raghu Degala, ek jahan likhte Raghu D Dutt. भाई एक नाम तो बोल. फिर ऐसे ही एक छोटा शायरी आ गया. भाई जब तक हम दिल में है तो नाम क्या है? हम दिल में तो है ना? हाँ, इतना घटिया तो नहीं था शायरी. तालियां बज सकती है. And this rejection, you'll be surprised if I say, your inspiration, the one in saffron who is called Saint in the Western world, was about to be rejected to step into the Chicago World Parliament of Religions. You have only heard him speaking. Today I wanted to start with the same thing. My dear brothers and sisters of Goa. But then I realized it's made up. He wanted to speak about religion. In his excitement, he entered the Chicago well before it was planned. He had no money. Correct me, all my gurus and teachers, if I'm wrong somewhere, because I'm a student, after all, I make mistakes. But I'm a human, I don't repeat it. When he has sent a letter to India saying, I'm done with the money, I have no more resources to excavate and explore the places. Can you please support me? And the letter was replied saying, let the devil die of hunger. I didn't die of hunger. His hunger grew. His hunger to reach the Chicago grew so much that he himself started taking bhiksha in every house. And then a lady met. Who is this saffron guy? Understood about him. Connected him with J.H. Wright. He said, I think you should be a part of the speaking. But Vivekanand very quietly said, I don't have credentials. Nobody promoted me. I'm not referred. Then just now I heard J.H. Wright says, asking Vivekanand to show credentials is like asking sun to show the power of light. And that was Vivekanand for you. He didn't die. Just like our fellow friend said, he didn't give up. He explored. And after 4 years, when he visited back this country, people started saying, he is our Vivekanand. Because he's already celebrated all over the world. Now this is the problem today I'm facing with this generation.